You've heard of a message in a bottle, right? Tossed into the ocean, hoping someone, somewhere finds it. Well, what if we did that, but the ocean was the entire cosmos? Today, we're going to talk about that bottle. It's this small, tough-as-nails spacecraft that's gone farther than anything we've ever built. This is the absolutely incredible story of Voyager 1.
Seriously, just take a second and think about that. Out of everything humans have ever made, what's the one thing that's the absolute farthest away from us right now? Well, it's a machine. A machine launched way back, maybe before you were even born. And the crazy part? It's still going. It's still exploring. And somehow, it is still talking to us across this unbelievable emptiness of space.
So, a journey this epic, where do you even start? Well, it doesn't begin out there in the quiet of space. Nope. It all starts right here, on Earth. Back in a time that was just buzzing with ambition, with pure curiosity, and, a chance that would literally never come again.
All right, picture this. It's 1977. NASA spots this super rare planetary alignment, something that only happens once every 176 years. It was the perfect shot for a grand tour of the outer solar system, so they launched two spacecraft, Voyager 1 and its twin, Voyager 2. And on September 5th, Voyager 1 blasted off. Now, its main job was just to check out Jupiter and Saturn, but nobody, and I mean nobody, had any idea this was just the beginning of a story that would still be going on today. Okay, so Earth is getting smaller and smaller behind it, and Voyager 1 is pointing towards these giant worlds out in the distance. And let me tell you, what it was about to send back to us, it wasn't just going to add a few pages to our science books. It was going to completely rewrite them. First stop, Jupiter, the king of the solar system. And all of a sudden, these images start flooding in, and they were like nothing anyone had ever seen before. This wasn't some blurry dot in a telescope anymore. No way. We were seeing the actual violent, swirling chaos of its storms, that mesmerizing great red spot, and get this, active volcanoes erupting on its moon Io. It was like our solar system was waking up right in front of our eyes. So after that mind-blowing visit to Jupiter, Voyager 1 kept going, heading for the jewel of our solar system, Saturn. And when it got there, scientists were just floored. For two reasons. First, the rings. They weren't just a few solid bands like we thought. They were thousands and thousands of tiny, delicate, icy ringlets. Absolutely beautiful. And then there was its biggest moon, Titan. It was just wrapped in this thick orange fog, hinting at a totally alien world. The stuff Voyager was sending back from Saturn, it was revolutionary. We were seeing these weird braided patterns in the rings, and then we found out that Titan had a thick atmosphere full of nitrogen, kind of like an early Earth, a possible chemical factory for life. The things we were learning were so huge, so profound, that the scientists were just speechless. You have to understand, we were watching our whole picture of the solar system change right there in real time. But here's the thing. This mission, it wasn't just about the science. It was also about, well, our soul, our humanity. Because Voyager 1 was built to be more than a probe. It was built to be a messenger, carrying a little piece of us out into that huge, silent universe. Bolted to the side of the spacecraft is this thing called the Golden Record. It's basically a 12-inch gold-plated record, like an old LP, and it's our ultimate time capsule. It's filled with sounds and pictures that were picked to try and tell the story of Earth to anyone who might find it someday. So what exactly did we put on this cosmic mixtape? Well, you've got the sounds of Earth, like wind and rain and whale songs. It has greetings, little hellos in 55 different languages. And of course, there's music. So much music from all over the world. Everything from Bach to Chuck Berry. It was our best shot at answering the biggest question of all. Who are we? And that brings us back to that idea of a message in a bottle. It just perfectly captures the whole feeling of it, right? All that hope, and maybe also all that loneliness, packed into this one little record. It really is a message in a bottle, just launched into the cosmic ocean. So after this amazing tour of the planets, you might think the mission was winding down. But Voyager 1's journey was far from over. Actually, its most important, most historic moment was still to come. It was getting ready to leave our solar system and never come back. Okay, let's jump forward in time, way forward, to the year 2012. Decades have passed since it launched, and now Voyager 1 was on the verge of doing something that nothing made by human hands had ever done before. And then we got the confirmation. In 2012, Voyager 1 had entered interstellar space. What does that mean? It means it finally passed through the edge of our sun's influence, this big magnetic bubble that surrounds us, called the heliosphere. It became the very first, the pioneer object from humanity to ever reach the space between the stars. So this is basically the boundary we're talking about. Voyager 1 punched through something called the heliopause. It's like the choppy outer edge of the sun's bubble. And then it just plunged into a totally new reality. It's out there now, flying through the true void, a place filled with cosmic rays and light from ancient stars. It's mapping out territory we've only ever dreamed of seeing. And that brings us to today, the final and maybe the most incredible part of this whole story. So where is Voyager 1 right now? And what is its endless journey really telling us about ourselves? Okay, to really get your head around how far away this thing is, think about this number, 22 hours. That's how long it takes for a signal from Voyager, traveling at the speed of light, mind you, to get back to us here on Earth. 22 hours. So if we send it a message right now, it won't even get there until tomorrow. A simple back and forth conversation, that takes almost 2 full days. So after all this time, after flying more than 15 billion miles, it's not just that it's the farthest thing we've ever made. The really wild part is that it's still working. I mean, it's incredible. It's still sending us data from interstellar space. It's just an amazing tribute to the engineers who built this thing with, like, 1970s computers. Just think about that. It really makes you stop and think, doesn't it? This little machine all alone out there in the dark, what does its journey really say about us? Because it's not just a piece of hardware, is it? It's really a symbol of our own curiosity, of that deep human need to explore, and that hope that maybe, just maybe, we're not alone. In a way, its journey is our journey. And so it just keeps going, a silent traveler on an endless voyage into the great unknown. Who knows? Maybe someday some other civilization will find it. But even if they don't, for thousands and thousands of years, we can look up into the night sky and know that a tiny piece of us is out there, sailing through the cosmic darkness, carrying our story, and still whispering that simple, hopeful message, hello from Earth.